Next on Northwest News Today, a new report from the White House on climate change. What scientists say they've learned about our planet's future. More Cover Oregon fallout, why the state still has to work with a company that couldn't get the website to work. And Oregon's governor to the rescue, how he helped save a woman's life. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Stephen Kilbreath, and your news starts now.
This is NWCN. Northwest News and weather 24 hours a day. Now, Northwest News Today.
Well, decades of dangerous weather are on the way because of climate change. That's one of several predictions from a national climate assessment that was released today. Its findings say the changes could affect human health access to water and the economy. Polo Sandoval has the latest.
I'm Polo Sandoval reporting.
Well, King 5's Jeff Renner is one of 8 meteorologists from around the country that was invited to this meeting at the White House. We'll have more on his visit later today on Northwest News Evening Edition. Now to a disturbing investigation in Western Washington. Deputies say a man set his girlfriend and his home on fire. It happened at a mobile home in the South Hill neighborhood of Puyallup early this morning. The Pierce County Sheriff's Office says a man doused his girlfriend with gasoline, then set her and the home on fire. Deputies say the woman called 911 saying she was on fire. She was taken to the hospital with serious burns. The boyfriend is now in custody. Police in North Idaho want to increase their presence in an area that's known for crime. Coeur d'Alene police want to build a substation in the East Sherman area, which is a hot spot for drug-related crimes and assaults.
We don't have a close enough presence right now in that area, and we'd like to be down there and be visible. Integrate with the neighborhoods. That's your most successful programs, when you're working closely with your neighborhoods.
The department says it needs about $30,000 to outfit the substation with equipment that they hope to present a plan to the City Council within the next month. Cover Oregon didn't work, even though the state spent millions of your tax dollars on the healthcare exchange. Now lawmakers are learning they have to keep partnering with Oracle, the website developer that couldn't get the job done. News Channel 8's Nina Melhoff has new developments.
They'll have to.
This is a pretty cool story. Oregon's governor is being called a hero after saving a woman's life in Portland. Take a look at this photo now. It's showing Governor John Kitzhaber on the side of the road helping a woman. The governor was on his way to dinner last night when he saw her lying in the street. As a former doctor, he jumped into action and performed CPR. She had no pulse after an apparent drug overdose, but Kitzhaber revived her. Are you ready, Blazers fans? Tonight's the night. First game of round 2 of the NBA playoffs. The Blazers in San Antonio to take on the Spurs. It is a pretty big night. The two teams have squared off 4 times this season. They split the regular season, each winning 2 games. Fans can't wait to see what tonight brings. A steady line of people have been picking up playoff gear at the Moda Center. Fans say it's great to see Rip City full of Blazer pride.
It's something that you can't really explain until you're in it. The pride and the excitement that builds inside of you, and you can see it in other people.
It is kind of fun. There's only a limited amount of Blazers playoff gear left at the fan store. More is expected to be in by Friday.
You know,
Manager John Schneider and head coach Pete Carroll, they were talking to the media today ahead of the draft. The Hawks only hold 6 picks heading into Thursday night. And NWCN is joining 710 ESPN Radio for a special draft day preview. You can catch that show right here on NWCN tomorrow night at 9 and 11:30. Well, still to come, a Northwest neighborhood fights plans for new bike lanes, why some say it's bad for business. Plus, do you want to live a longer, healthier life? Well, you better start making friends. We'll explain that coming up. And if you see news happening, be sure to shoot it and then share it with us. Send your photos and videos to us right here at shareit@nwcn.com. Protected bike lanes are popular with cyclists, but with a growing number popping up in Seattle, some neighborhoods are starting to push back, especially along Westlake Avenue, where SDOT just released new plans for a cycle track. King 5's Jake Wittenberg explains.
Well, longtime business owners.
Now from NWCN 1545.
Welcome to 1545. A Washington woman who triggered a statewide Amber Alert faces a judge today. Authorities say Sandra Bennett abducted her 6-year-old son from his grandmother's home in Auburn yesterday. The King County Sheriff's Department says Bennett tied up her own mother at knife point and stole her car. She led deputies on a high-speed chase until she ran out of gas on Stevens Pass, where she was arrested. Bennett is being held at the King County Jail on several charges. 3 University of Oregon basketball players are banned from team activities as police investigate a sexual assault case. The victim told police that Damian Dotson, Dominic Artis, and Brandon Austin assaulted her 3 times back in March. Artis and Austin were named in the police report but weren't investigated by the district attorney's office. The Lane County DA's office says it won't prosecute because there were conflicting statements and actions by the victim. And today, the Tacoma City Council is considering tougher laws on guns. A new proposal would require both licensed and private sellers to conduct background checks on buyers before selling firearms on city-owned property. Right now, only licensed sellers, which are typically gun dealers and gun shops, must conduct those background checks. That's 1545. You can get the latest news anytime at NWCN.com and our Facebook and Twitter pages. Welcome back. The FDA now questioning whether an aspirin a day can help prevent a heart attack. Aspirin maker Bayer asked the FDA to follow the company to put on its bottles that the medicine can prevent heart attacks or help prevent these heart attacks. But the FDA says it doesn't believe aspirin prevents a first heart attack. If someone already had a heart attack or stroke or has a known history of heart disease, then the FDA says a daily dose of aspirin can serve as a preventative measure. What if there was something that could help make you happier, experience fewer health problems, and even live longer? Sounds good, too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. Holly Furfer has more on the health benefits of Friends. Well, Office Depot is closing 400 of its U.S. stores. 150 should be gone by the end of this year. The move comes 6 months after the business supply company signed a merger with rival OfficeMax. Apparently, OfficeMax and Office Depot had a lot of stores that were right next to each other. The company isn't saying exactly which locations are going to be shut down. For the first time in a decade, Walmart's internet sales are growing faster than Amazon's. Amazon's total sales are still 6 times bigger than its next 10 competitors combined. Walmart is spending heavily to boost its presence online, opening new web fulfillment centers and testing some same-day deliveries. Just ahead, puppies with a purpose, how these little guys are preparing to serve those who served our country. But first, as we go to break, here's a look at the closing numbers from Wall Street this afternoon. A litter of puppies always makes an adorable arrival, but at one facility, special pups immediately start training for a very important role, helping our nation's wounded veterans. Karen Kafa has the story.
I'm Karen Kafa.
Well, a treat for airplane enthusiasts and World War II buffs this month. A restored World War II B-17 Flying Fortress will be in the skies in Seattle, Spokane, and Boise. The plane is known as the Memphis Belle. First stop is Western Washington. It will be on display at the Renton Municipal Airport next weekend, along with a P-51 Mustang fighter. Well, you're watching NWCN. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more news and weather. You can be sure to check out our website at NWCN.com. Of course, we have a mobile app for all of your travels. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter as well for all the latest updates.